I get a lot of that. I get a lot of that. Hands in the air. You get a lot of that. You know what this is. I get a lot of that. Hands in the air. You get a lot of that. Talk about hate. I get a lot of that.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby.
Hey, what's up guys? Ironically, I want to start the video out by talking about the end of the video. Most of you have probably noticed I am in need of an outro, and it was something I was kind of putting off for a while. So I started bouncing ideas off of a few people. One I'm sure you know, Matt F.S.T.I.V.L, and one you may or may not know. His name is Matt Major. So I ended up making an outro based off of their suggestions, and it was okay. It was average, nothing terrible, but nothing professional grade by any means. But before you guys even got to see it, Matt Major sent me a text saying, hey, I noticed you don't have an outro yet, even though we talked about this a few weeks ago. You must be busy, so I made you one. How awesome is that? And it is a lot better than the one I made. If you guys are not familiar with Matt Major's channel, definitely go and check it out. I will have it linked below. He's almost Brian Turner-esque in his editing. It's very good stuff, a lot better than what I do. And a funny story about Matt Major and I is that we started our channels at like the exact same time. And when we first started out, we had the exact same number of subscribers, pretty much the exact same people. But he stopped making videos for a while. He told me that I needed a bit of a head start. He didn't really say that, but he is back making videos, so highly suggest you guys check out his channel. Thank you, Matt. I really enjoyed the outro, and I hope you guys do as well. Let me know you guys' feedback, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Hey, what's up guys? While I'm deloading, I wanted to make this video and hopefully help some of you out there, especially if you're transitioning from the high bar to the low bar squat, which is something that I really struggled with. It took me a long while to find a routine that allowed me to get comfortable in that position. And the big thing is time, so it might take a few weeks, maybe even a few months, but here are some drills that have really helped me. So the first thing that I will do is elevate my leg on top of a box, and what I found is the higher the elevation, the better. As long as your one foot is flat on the floor, then I'll just push out on my knee. I'll go from front to back, side to side, and really helps loosen up my hips and my quads as well as my hamstrings. And then I'll move on to something like a Bulgarian split squat. I might do anywhere from 8 to 10 reps per leg. Nothing that's going to tax my endurance, just to help me get in that squat position. And then I'll take a kettlebell and kind of push my knees out as I go into the squat position here. This is something that I stole from Brandon Campbell. Keep in mind, he's really the only anecdotal evidence that we have of someone that old still squatting some respectable weight. So I will take what he says for gospel at this point. Now, ironically, my biggest struggle with the low bar squat had nothing to do with my lower body. It was getting my shoulders mobile enough to be able to hold that low bar position. And when I first started, I could not even squat 135 pounds low bar without extreme pain. And this broomstick is what has helped me more than anything. So I'll start by putting it above my head and almost just trying to tear it in half. That really helps loosen up my rear delts. And then I'll just do some overhead squats with it. And once I do about 10 of those, what I'll do is do some shoulder dislocations. And when I first started low bar squatting, I couldn't even get in this position whatsoever. So over time, everything has gotten a lot more mobile. So I hope that some of these things help you guys. I really do think if you want to transition to the low bar squat, that you should work on some type of mobility just so it will feel comfortable for you. I know that I'm in the deadlift clips now, but I'm not done running my mouth, but I should probably get into it. And you will notice I am doing some deficit sumo pulls. This is the first time I've ever done deficit sumo style, and luckily for me, I do have these mats at the gym that make this possible. And I really enjoyed it. I was kind of just going in doing anything that I wanted since it is a deload week, and I'm not going to program these in on this program, but I'm already thinking towards the next program that I'll be running, and I might implement these even if it's just on an accessory day. And in this next clip, I want to show you another aspect of my deadlift form that I will be working on. You can probably tell by the straight line that's on the screen, my shoulders are really far above the bar. And I think if I can keep my shoulders back as well as pull the bar further into my body, then I'll be able to get a lot more power off of the ground. Even though this does not feel as natural to me, I don't think that that is an excuse to lift with improper form. It's just a few adjustments that I need to make, and hopefully in the long run that will lead to higher numbers. And I just finished off here with some block pulls, which I will talk about next time I do some deadlift commentary. But I hope you guys got some type of valuable information out of this. Please like the video, I'd really appreciate it. And I also appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this. It means a lot to me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. It is going to be a full day of eating in one meal because I know that that is pretty exciting and a lot more exciting than this, and it kind of counterbalances this boring footage. I'm shutting up now. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys? The theme of tonight's food is going to be my favorite things, and I already know what some of you are thinking. We know, ricotta and pasta, but believe it or not, I do eat other things. So I'm going to show you some of my other favorite foods, which is going to be chicken fingers and loaded mashed sweet potatoes. And this is very appropriate because not only am I going to make one of my favorite foods, but I'm going to use a recipe from one of my favorite people.
I'm so crazy about you, and I can't let you go.
Oh, Laura. So I found this, or I saw it on her channel, and I was like, this is easy, so I gotta try it out. And all I did was marinate some of this chicken in buttermilk, and she said to use saltines as the breading. And I'm gonna actually use a mixture of that, and then I'm gonna use that on most of the chicken, and on some of the chicken I'm gonna use what I have left of this barbecue glaze. Gonna fry that up in some vegetable oil. Gotta have my vegetables. Believe it or not, I really do love vegetables. It just, I don't know, I think it's just eating them all the time as a kid, it kind of just grows on you. So I'll have that, probably add a few things to that. And then we got some sweet potatoes over here boiling up. But of course, we're gonna make that a little bit more exciting. So let me get the chicken on and I'll show you guys what we're doing. Maybe I should have mentioned that these were saltine crackers that I just blended up, but I figured you guys assumed that. Another thing, don't expect to get crispy chicken if you're not gonna use oil. I know some of you are gonna try to use that pan spray and it's just not gonna work, my friends. I need to stop trying to change people's recipes. Look how much better these ones look, these golden brown ones, than the barbecue ones. I'm telling you, she was on to something with these oyster crackers, at least by the look of things. So we will see over here, I've got the sweet potatoes in the blender. What I'm going to do is add some almond milk. And you guys have seen me make this before, but I'm going to make some chocolate sweet potatoes. So I don't know why I gave myself such a baby serving of sweet potatoes here. It's like I'm on a diet. My goal is to make you guys laugh about that comment by the end of this video. So to these sweet potatoes, I'm gonna add some marshmallow fluff. In my opinion, you cannot have loaded sweet potatoes without some type of marshmallow. I wish I had actual marshmallows, but unfortunately I do not. I'm also gonna throw a Reese cup in there, and those will be all finished. So Laura promised me that these chicken tenders would come out crispy, and I think that she held true to that promise, but I'm gonna have to try them out first, so I'll let you guys know what I think. Top the vegetables with some Parmesan, of course. And we got the sweet potatoes over here, and being the indecisive person that I am, I couldn't decide what I was gonna dip the chicken tenders in, so I got a few options over here, and we will see how everything turned out. But I don't know, guys, I've got my hopes set really high for these. Just a few takeaways so far. All sweet potatoes should have marshmallow and Reese's in them, and Laura Vitale knows a thing or two about crispy chicken because this is amazing. I never would have thought to bread the chicken with saltines. Highly recommend you guys try that one out. As you can see, saving the best for last, of course. Alright, so to end the video, I'm gonna go out with one of my favorite desserts, and I know you guys have seen this time and time again on my channel. I'm gonna be making a junk bowl. However, this specific junk bowl is gonna have 5 of my favorite ingredients. So around 5. I don't know, I can't count that high anyway, you guys know that. So what I'm gonna do is make the base out of ice cream, and no, this is not my favorite ice cream. I would use something like this, but I am gonna go poverty on the base because what you're gonna see is I'll be adding plenty of stuff to it, so I will not even taste much of that. We're gonna add some Chips Ahoy, my favorite Pop-Tarts, which is the confetti cake, then we're gonna do some Oreos, which might be the best store-bought cookie. I don't know, I really have to think about that. And you guys know that cookies are the best dessert of all time. And then we're gonna top it all with some Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. Well, I know it's gonna be hard, but I will try to enjoy this. I guess I will suck it up, take one for the team to finish the entire bowl, but I'm not gonna enjoy it, guys. I don't even have the words, guys. All good things must come to an end, unfortunately. So the bowl is finished, and now I am going to go sleep like a baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting to you. Let me know in the comments below if you had to choose one dinner and one dessert, what would it be? Be interested to see what you guys say. Maybe you guys will give me some ideas. So, of course, I gotta show you guys the final macros for the day. and we're right on track here. So please like this video if you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys next time.